Macmillan Audio presents A Place of Secrets by Rachel Hore. Read for you by Jilly Bond.
Prologue. The night before it all begins, Jude has the dream again. She is stumbling through a dark forest, lost and crying for her mother. She always wakes before the end, so she never knows whether she finds her. But it's very vivid. She feels the loamy earth, hears twigs crack under her feet, and smells the rich woody fragrances that are always strongest at night when the trees are breathing. It's chilly. Brambles catch at her hair. And the panic, the despair, they're real enough as she claws her way to consciousness. She scrabbles for the light switch and lies waiting for her sobbing breaths and racing heart to slow. This is the nightmare she had when she was a child. What's brought it back now, she cannot say. She passed many terrible nights after losing Mark, but was never haunted by this particular dream. Just as she thinks she's regaining control of her life, it scorns her feeble attempts and pulls her back into powerless infancy. She once asked a school friend, who had an interest in dreams, what it could mean. Dense forest, was it? Sophie reached for a book from her shelf, flipped the pages till she found what she wanted and read out, "Loss in trade, unhappy home influences, and quarrels among families." Ring any bells? She looked at Jude hopefully. "That sounds like a horoscope in a magazine," Jude said. "You can take it any number of ways. 1, I was short-changed in the chemist today, and 2, my family is always bickering, like any other." "They are weird, though, your family," Sophie said, closing the book. "No weirder than yours," Jude retorted. But in the weeks that follow the return of her dream, she comes to realise that Sophie had a point. Part 1. Chapter 1. June 2008. How tiny and random are the events that shape our destiny. By the time she left for the office the next morning, Jude had almost forgotten her dream. Waiting for the train at Greenwich Station, the sudden wail of a toddler brought back fragments of her distress. But by the time she reached Bond Street, these too were displaced by other, more mundane worries. She had no sense that something important was about to happen, something that on the face of it was quite insignificant. It was Friday lunchtime in the books and manuscripts department of Beecham's Auctioneers in Mayfair. She'd been sitting at her computer screen all morning, cataloguing rare first editions of 18th-century poets for a forthcoming sale. A painstaking job. It meant describing the contents of each slim volume, noting its condition and recording any quirks or flourishes, a handwritten dedication, say, or scribbled annotations, that might tickle the interest of potential buyers. Annoying, then, when anyone broke her concentration. "Jude." Inigo, who inhabited the next desk in their open-plan office, came over clasping a mess of paper festooned with multicoloured sticky-backed notes. "Proofs of the September catalogue. Where do you want them?" "Oh, thanks," she murmured. "Give 'em here." She dumped the pile on the already overflowing tray beside her computer, then started to type another sentence. Inigo didn't take the hint.
"I really do think you should look at the Bloomsbury pages again,"
he said in his most pompous tone.
"I jotted down a couple of points, if you'd like to—"
"Inigo," she said, trying and failing to frame a polite way of saying "mind your own business." The Bloomsbury Group first editions were her responsibility, and she didn't report to him in any way on them, or on anything else. That never stopped him from interfering. "Can we talk this afternoon? I must finish this." Inigo nodded and glided back to his desk, where he started to get ready to go out. Jude couldn't stop herself watching, fascinated, as he slid his tweed jacket on over the matching waistcoat, tucked his fountain pen into the breast pocket, straightened his silk cravat, and ran smoothing fingers across his schoolboy fair hair. It was a kind of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?